Hey guys, if you're looking for anime t-shirts, hoodies, and other anime stuff, just check out the link in the description down below and let's just jump right into the episode. Okay, episode 104. And the main forces has arrived to the island. And we learned that it is Makarov's master is the leader of the Grimoire Heart. Okay, and yeah. So, if he's the master of Makarov, definitely he knows the fairy law and he created his own Grimoire law. And I'm really curious why he started the Grimoire, this dark guild from the first place, if he came from Fairy Tail. Because if his purpose was to unveil secrets of Fairy Tail, why didn't he do it when he was the Grandmaster? I think he has the chance. But now he's doing it when he has left the guild. Maybe he learned something on his journey about Fairy Tail. So it means that definitely. So he didn't recognize it at first glance. Yeah, and definitely it was Porehito who taught Makarov that. Oh, but this is so cool. We're seeing him. But this is the 40-year-old Makarov. I guess that's the trending characteristics of Fairy Tail members. And he seems so peaceful during this time. It seems like the character of Makarov right now, his his attitude towards things has been influenced by his previous master, and there's definitely this would shock Makarov that his master is starting Dark Guild. Lost magic. Oh. And imagine fighting against a former Grandmaster of Fairy Tail. Yeah, why? Oh, yeah. So why? Before I was kind of comfortable. I was somewhat relaxed that Makarov is here, but finding out that it's his master that he's going to fight, it feels like he's the the underdog. Again, everyone from the fairy tale is the underdog now. Word for the master. Oh. And I feel like no one is. I hope Gildarts came come back because I think maybe he has a chance if Gildarts is here. Because I feel like there's no one else who could stand against this guy. And the magic they're using is so. I hope Gildarts come. Okay, will come back because definitely the master is in trouble with this guy. And how old is he? If he was already that old from when the master grandmaster Makarov was around 40 years old. Yeah, these guys I don't think they matter, but the seven, yeah, these people all tier. Oh, yeah. Once the main member of the Grimoire arrive. Oh. Yeah. No, she's not using her takeover yet. Oh, so this is the checkpoint that they are going to. Yeah. She really still has an OP power with that petrify. I'm also curious and learning more about Zaref because I never expected him to be like this. But they did said that he's sleeping right now. But what if but the Zaref that has revealed from Zaref from Zedjalal really seems like he will. So I'm kind of confused with how Zaref is acting like right now. Oh yeah, and Makarov is sick at the same time. And they did said from the Laxus arc that he doesn't have much time. Yeah. And he himself, yeah, and he himself went to the wrong path. So he was he also influenced by something like similar with Jalal, which turned him some into which corrupted. Zeref. It seems so peaceful, but what if they somewhat twisted the truth about Zeref? So what if Zeref isn't really the bad guy? That would be surprising if that's the case. Oh, oh, who's this? Makarov. Laxus. Oh, got chills. Oh, are they going to kill the master here? Oh, oh, I'm scared. I feel like they could. It's definitely possible for them to. I feel somewhat sad. Feeling. I feel like that the master might really die this time because I thought that they're going to kill him on the Laxus arc, and that would be the motivation of Laxus changing. But I feel like they might do it in this arc. But I'm not sure who's going to replace. Maybe I guess Gilgars could replace the master. I think that's the first time Shylock complimented the. Or I guess depend on Happy. And yeah, and there's also the thing with Zeref knowing Natsu. Oh, I guess they didn't did their research. it's it's definitely hot enough for Natsu. Salamander. And then the epic music comes in. I really hope Gildar's comes back because I don't think no one really can stand up against the master. Oh, this guy, the one with the black flames. Oh, I think he's going to kill them. He's one of those crazy ones. Yeah, it feels like something different. Lost magic. Oh. Oh, those are those the fairies? I think we've seen that some kind of light talking to Ignil before from a different place. Is that related to that? Those things? So is the one talking to Ignil about Natsu is a fairy? Feel like he's also a, celestial spirit like yeah, they did say he's Capricorn. So he's somewhat similar to Leo. So definitely Leo knows him. So maybe he's a high level celestial spirit or something. This girl. A queer magic. Oh, this one I would like. Oh, this guy, the one that Panther Lily fought. This guy, he's lost. But maybe he's one of the strongest one. So I and old dear. I guess all of their magic is somewhat derived from lost magic. Because I feel like they're, because Ultir has that kind of time magic, which is really something like ancient lost magic that Natsu had. Yeah, feel like definitely this is a challenge for the members. And wow, God's Lair. And then this, it somewhat reminded me of Ichiya from the Blue Pegasus. I guess only Natsu has the something like Lost Magic with this Dragon Slayer. I guess Wendy and Gajil, but Gajil is out of commission, so I guess yeah. So yeah, definitely they're in a big. There's a big threat right now for them, and but I guess knowing them, I think they could overcome this situation. And the only problem that I'm seeing right now that I don't think anyone could um, be able to has something to is going up against the what was his name again? Poriheta, the former guildmaster of Fairy. I guess every everyone else doesn't know about that except for Makarov, and I feel like they might possibly kill Makarov this time, and but I guess that if that happens, that would also give a bit of I guess motivation for the other members to exceed their potential, and I guess a little bit of anger, and especially with Natsu, he's fueled with anger if we remember from the past few episodes. And but right now he's fighting someone who's a god slayer, so he said that he's above a dragon slayer like Natsu. So yeah, I'm not sure what that categorizes in, and if Natsu would be able to surpass that. And also with the fairies, I think we've seen that before when after I think it's around after the Tower of Heaven arc, where a little light like that or orb like that was talking to I think Ignil. It was Ignil who said that if they're talking about going back to the real world or something like that to for Natsu. So yeah, maybe that's connected with the fairies because this is the holy ground of the fairy tale. But Zaref is here, so that's a question that I've really been wondering about. Why is the that Zaref here, and why did the Grimoire heart took that time to come here? Why didn't they go to this place before the fairy tale even went to have an S class exam? Because definitely the Grimoire heart, the master knows about everything about the fairy tale. No, seeing that he's the former master, so maybe there's also a period or something like an eclipse or something like that it only happens during this period. So and maybe it's also related to Mavis, yeah, the founder of Fairy Tail. So all of these things definitely has a connection, and why they bring up all of this, and also the S class exam, and what else? The Lost Magic, Ultir. So how is Ultir connected to these things, and why does Zaref know Natsu? Those are really I think things that will be revealed later on, and I'm really curious to know how come Zaref knows Natsu, and how come Natsu doesn't know him. And so yeah, there's a lot of questions, and but I'm excited to in seeing the members fight, and definitely hoping for them to see an evolve development with their magic, with their skills, and also with Lucy. I'm excited to see her using her celestial spirits again, and maybe I hope that she'll be using a different one, and we see the next, because all of her celestial spirits has had a lot of progress and a lot of they evolved, and it's because of Lucy getting stronger. So I hope we get to see more of that, and also with Mira Jane finally, we're going to see her fight a real enemy of the fairy tale. Because before, we've only seen her fight Freed. So, and Freed was so traumatized with that, and I think now especially now that she's with Disana, so definitely she will be pushed to the limit, and she'll definitely fight seriously. And I think also Urza with Juvia. I think the reason why they're together is also to because Juvia failed the test because she fought Urza, and I think this is definitely a great lesson for her, being with Ursa. And um, I guess maybe they're going to fight against an opponent that is somewhat way ahead of them with a big advantage. And I think that's what Urza is trying to teach Juvia, is to be able to surpass just being dependent, because Juvia is much more dependent with her water magic. So I guess Urza wants her to be more creative with that. How she could, I guess she already did that with Gray when they did I forgot what it's called, when they combined the ice and water. So but yeah, so what else? Panther Lily, and and at least we get also when you get to experience more another big fight, because I guess she already had that with the Edolas arc, but for her to experience that again, I think that would give her another boost, especially with her support magic. So it's really cool to see, and it's really I enjoy seeing that, because I feel like a more RPG it's like being an RPG video game whenever I see her do that. So but yeah, so I'm really excited to see how they will be able to um, win the fight against the Grimoire Heart, and how would they able to who's going to face the Grimoire Heart Master, because definitely he's on a whole different level than the S class wizards themselves and Natsu. So I hope Gildarts comes back, and finally to see him fighting seriously and without holding back, because he somewhat hold has a held back when he was fighting Natsu. And yeah, so to learn more about the history of Fairy Tail, how it started, and what is the secret um, what is the secret of Fairy Tail that they've been hiding, that the that what was this I keep forgetting the name of the, but Makarov's former master, so he said that there's something more about Fairy Tail than what they know. So definitely he learned something through his journey. So how about you guys? What are your thoughts on this episode? Just leave your comments down below. And also, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I also would like to thank my patrons for supporting me in doing this and helping me create more reaction videos that hopefully you enjoy watching. So if you want to help support my channel, just check out the link in the description down below. And there you would have an early access of my reaction videos. And also you'd be able to vote which anime I'll be reacting to after finishing a series. So thank you again for being here. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to this episode. See you in my next video. Have a great day. Goodbye.